In today's video, we're going to be talking about both silver and gold, as well as a major cryptocurrency lawsuit that has been going on in Florida. And I'm also going to be going live in the Precious Metals VIP Club tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, link in the description. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold, but we also need to discuss a huge Bitcoin battle going on in Florida. We may have gotten some answers this week. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line, helping raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. If you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, they're going to give you a free share of Apple on the spin wheel, where you have the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, even 10 shares of Apple, each worth over $170. Webull link in the description. So today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $22.35. It's a red day for silver, down 15 cents or down 0.67%. The spot price of gold as I'm filming the video is $17.8140, a red day for the beautiful yellow metal as well, down $2.70 or down 0.15%. The gold to silver ratio is in the 79 to 80 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. But today, we need to talk about something in addition to silver and gold. And don't worry, we're going to be getting into the silver and the gold. I have something that I really wanted to talk about related to the precious metals, which we're going to get into momentarily. But before we do that, before we can spend any amount of time talking about the physical money, the physical assets, I thought it was worth mentioning something huge that's been going on in the digital asset space. If you're the type of person that's not all too interested in cryptocurrency, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm not the biggest fan of it either. It's all personal preference, and it's just not really my thing, which is 1000% fine. It doesn't need to be my thing. It's not for everyone. I'm not going to be talking it up. I'm not going to be bashing it. That has nothing to do with this video. We're going to be talking about a lawsuit. And by the way, I'm also not a homeowner, but I still pay attention to the real estate market. And that's because I believe it's important to stay up to date on everything in the realm of finance. So without any further ado, if you were not aware, there has been a major legal battle going on in Florida surrounding Bitcoin and the supposed creator, or at least one of these supposed creators. This is all surrounded around a man named Craig Wright, an Australian computer scientist that has been claiming to not only be the face behind the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto, aka the person or the team behind the development of Bitcoin, but also the owner of crypto wallets that currently hold over $50 billion worth of Bitcoin, making him, or whoever the real owner is, the 19th richest person on planet Earth. So in 2018, Craig Wright was sued by a man named David Kleiman's brother, Ira, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but David, the brother, died in 2013, but he and Craig Wright were business partners, and even Wright claims that David was involved in the project that created Bitcoin. Now that David has died, his brother is suing Wright and alleges that Wright, quote, plotted to swindle IT security expert Dave Kleiman out of hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins and intellectual property rights to a number of blockchain technologies. Apparently, the two mined 1.1 million Bitcoins together, and Kleinman was entitled to half of them. Today, that's worth over $50 billion, and They currently sit in crypto wallets belonging to whoever Satoshi Nakamoto is, which, remember, Craig Wright claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto, despite a large portion of the crypto community calling BS, and Craig Wright has still yet to move anything to or from any of those Satoshi Nakamoto wallets, which could suggest that it means that he doesn't have access to those wallets, which circles back to the main question, are you really Satoshi Nakamoto? Or are you just claiming to be? But following all of this, on Monday, Craig Wright actually won. The jury largely took Wright's side and decided he doesn't need to give Kleinman anything. But here's where things are likely to get either really interesting or really sloppy. Craig Wright claimed during the lawsuit that if he wins, he would prove his ownership of that $50 billion worth of Bitcoin and donate a portion of it to charity. Now, this can go one of so many different ways, but there are two main ways that I want to talk about that I think would likely have the biggest impact. Number one, if he fails to prove his ownership and make the promised donation, he will lose all credibility moving forward, being that he's likely a fraud, or at the very least, not a man of his word. But two, if he does prove his ownership and make the donation, proving to the world that he is the face, or at least one of the faces, behind Satoshi Nakamoto, then the whole mystery behind Bitcoin would just kind of end. We even talked about this during a Precious Metals VIP Club live stream maybe 2 or 3 weeks back. Reminder, I will be going live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, link in the description. But that's what my question was. If we ever found out who was really behind Bitcoin, what would that do to Bitcoin? Would removing the mystery make it lose its appeal in any way, shape, or form? I personally don't have the answer to that question. I just found this to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, regardless of your stance on cryptocurrency. I don't care if you love Bitcoin, if you hate Bitcoin, if you're indifferent about it. What do you think finding out who created it would do to its overall perception? Let me know in the comments. Oh, and by the way, really quick, speaking of crypto, for every friend you refer to Webull, if they enable crypto trading this month only, Webull will give you $5 worth of a crypto of your choice between Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, Sheeb, or Cardano. And obviously, if you refer 3 friends before the end of the month, remember, you're going to get a spin on the Webull wheel where you're guaranteed at least 1 free share of Apple, all the way up to possibly winning 10 free shares of Apple per spin. Remember, each share of Apple is worth over $170 right now. Just tell your friends. It's quite literally that simple. Webull link in the description. But anyway, though, away from the digital assets, let's also talk about some physical assets. The silver and the gold. I'm pretty excited about this one because, as I said earlier in the video, the spot price of silver as I'm filming is $22.35. It's in the red. Silver has been moving in a very, very, very slow downward direction the last couple of days, or maybe even the last week. We've seen a little bit of a decline. And anyone that knows me knows that I love the red days. I celebrate the red days. I throw parties on the red days. I don't want things moving up in an upward direction. Now, this is a common misconception. I get asked this question a lot. They say, why do you want the spot price to go down? Or why do you want the price of anything that you're buying to go down? In what world does that make sense? And my answer is, in the world of still being in acquisition mode. I don't understand. I've been explaining this for 4 years just about, and people are still wondering. I want the price to go down so that I can get more for a cheaper price. See, a lot of people out there, they'll start buying into something, whether it be silver or gold, or whether it be some crypto, or whether it be some stock, or whatever the case may be, and they'll start buying into it, and within a week, you'll start hearing them say, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon! But here's the thing. My logic is that why would I want to slightly, quote unquote, get rich off of something that I only have a little tiny bit of, when if you actually give me several years, if you give me some time to build up a position, I could, quote unquote, get rich on a much larger scale because I own much more of said asset. See, that's just my logic. And also, friendly reminder, I've also been saying this for a couple of years now. When it comes to silver and gold, the plan for me is not to get rich. I'm not looking to get rich off of silver and gold. I personally would like to get rich in other ways. The silver and gold, it's just something that I consider to be a physical at-home savings account that stands a far better chance, at least in my opinion, hedging against inflation than leaving dollar bills in an actual savings account at the bank. That's just my opinion. You might disagree with me on that, which is fine. You don't have to agree with me. I don't make videos just for people to simply agree with me all the time. That's not what I'm doing over here. But like I said a couple minutes ago, I'm excited about this topic because I wanted to talk about the silver buffalo. Now, I have a little bit of an issue with this particular piece of silver right here. And I've been noticing more and more and more, especially these last couple of months, that every time I glance at a silver buffalo, every time I take a look at this beautiful piece of silver, all it does is make me want a gold buffalo that much more. See, it's almost like one of those out of sight, out of mind types of things. I need to stop looking at silver buffalo rounds, and I have a whole variety of them. I have a whole stack of silver buffaloes. They are hands down my favorite silver round to stack. Basic, generic, secondary market silver round. A variety of different mints have their own version of the silver buffalo, and I don't care where they're minted or who mints them or anything like that. I need to just stop paying attention to the silver buffalo because, yes, this is hands down my favorite silver round, but you want to know what my hands down favorite gold coin is? The gold buffalo. And I've been wanting one since I started stacking gold. I, however, do not own any piece of gold of the 1 troy ounce denomination. All of my gold is fractional, whether it be gold 1 gram bars or whether it be 10th ounce or quarter ounce gold coins. That's all I own. That's all I've stacked, and that's by design. I personally don't want 1 troy ounce gold coins or bars or rounds. I'm not really against them. I would just prefer not to do it that way. I prefer fractional. I prefer the smaller denominations. And by the way, same could be said about silver, except scratch the part that I said fractional. I like the smaller denominations. And being that you can pack far more value into a smaller piece of gold than silver, when it comes to silver, I prefer the 1 troy ounce pieces, the 5 troy ounce pieces, the 10 troy ounce pieces. That's what I consider to be the sweet spot when it comes to silver, really around the 10 ounce mark. But anything between 1 troy ounce and 5 troy ounce, I'm a big fan of as well. And obviously when it comes to constitutional, that's pretty much fractional silver. I love that too. But when it comes to gold, I consider the sweet spot to be probably quarter ounce gold coins. Quarter ounce and maybe half ounce gold coins. I don't have any half ounce gold coins. I would like to get some, but at the moment I don't have any. Anything above that, I'm not completely closed-minded to. I'm not going to sit here and say that I refuse, because that's not true. That wouldn't be the truth. I'm open-minded to it, and if the opportunity presented itself to me, I wouldn't pass it up. I've never been one to pass up on an opportunity. If I look into something, if I evaluate, if I weigh out the pros and the cons, I figure out what's really going on over here. Is this where I can get the most bang for my buck? Is this where I can get the most value? Or are my dollars better off elsewhere? Once I answer all of those questions for myself, then I make my decision. But if an opportunity presented itself to me, I wouldn't pass up on it. Similar to what I've always said about silver as well. The largest denomination piece of silver I have, 10 troy ounces. I have a whole stack of 10-ounce silver bars. Nothing above that. A lot of people over the years have told me you should get some kilo bars. You should get some 20-ounce bars, some 50-ounce bars. Just save up for it. Rather than getting a 10 troy ounce bar at a time, or a couple of 5, or a whole tube of 1 troy ounce coins, rounds, or bars. A lot of people say you should go and get silver kilo bars. It breaks down the premiums even more. The only issue I have with that is if and when the spot price of silver were to really take off, would a big block of silver be practical? Maybe. Maybe it would be. But in my opinion, it doesn't really seem all that practical. I would rather have it in smaller denominations. I don't want to have that much currency packed into one big block of silver. I would rather have my currency packed into broken up pieces of silver. Rather than a 50-ounce bar, I would personally rather have 5 10-ounce bars. That's just me. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. There's no right or wrong answer. They're both fantastic. And at the end of the day, they're both silver. But the same thing could be said about gold. There's no right or wrong answer. They both have their pros and their cons. They're both fantastic and they're both gold. But for me personally, if I were to go after a 1 troy ounce gold coin, that would run me almost $2,000 right now. What happens in the event of an emergency where I need to liquidate, but I only need, let's just say, $1,000? I don't want to part ways with the entire gold coin just because I need half of the currency. So for me personally, that's why I prefer fractional gold coins. That's why I like the 10th ounce gold coins. Although I've been kind of moving away from 10th ounce, I for sure prefer quarter ounce gold coins at this point. Again, it's all personal preference. That's just kind of my logic behind it. Yeah, I want to get the most bang for my buck. Yeah, I'm trying to go after the lowest possible premium, but I'm trying to go after what makes the most sense to me. And it pains me to not be able to get fractional gold buffaloes because they were only minted in 2008. You can get a gold buffalo of any year. It doesn't matter. It could be this year, next year, last year, the year before, 5 years back, 10 years back. It doesn't matter. You can get a 1 troy ounce gold buffalo of any year. Fractional gold buffaloes were only minted in 2008. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. I wish the US Mint would re-release fractional gold buffaloes, because you better believe that would be the next thing on my to stack list. And it's funny because every time I look at a silver buffalo, round by the way, all it makes me think about is how bad I want a gold buffalo coin. But again, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why the US Mint only produced them for 1 year in 2008. You can get gold buffaloes any year you want, but if you want a fractional gold buffalo, you have to go for a 2008, which, by the way, very, 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 very much up there when it comes to collector's value. In fact, the premium on a fractional gold buffalo nearly doubles the price of the entire coin. Completely disregarding melt value, it doubles that just about. For example, you can get 10th ounce, quarter ounce, half ounce gold buffaloes, but because of the premiums attached to them, that little 10th ounce gold buffalo has pretty much the same price tag as a quarter ounce gold anything else. So you want to say to yourself, well, why would I pick up a 10th ounce gold buffalo when the same amount of currency as it would take to get that 10th ounce gold buffalo, I can get a quarter ounce of gold, Philharmonic, Eagle, Maple, doesn't matter. And if you work your way up the ladder, the same thing applies. If you wanted to get a quarter ounce gold buffalo, guess what? that premium brings the price tag up to pretty much half a troy ounce of gold. Now again, when you work your way up the ladder, the larger the denomination, the lower the premium typically is. So you could say to yourself, all right, fine, I'll bite the bullet and I'll get a half ounce gold buffalo. Well, guess what? The premium attached to that brings it up almost, not quite, but almost to the same point as a 1 troy ounce gold coin. And at that point, you might as well just get the 1 troy ounce gold buffalo. That doesn't carry a crazy premium. Do you see my issue? First world problems, am I right? Point being is that I really want a gold buffalo. I'm unwilling to fork over $2,000 just to pack into one piece of gold. Again, I would rather take my $2,000 and get 4 quarter-ounce gold coins. Actually, to tell you the truth, with $2,000, I would rather put half of that into gold and the rest into silver. But point being is that I want a gold buffalo, but I'm unwilling to pack that many dollars into a 1 troy ounce gold coin, and I definitely will not be going after any fractional gold buffaloes. But I'm curious, everybody watching this right now, what are your thoughts? Does everybody like the gold buffalo as much as I do? I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I've ever stumbled upon a comment from anyone saying that they weren't a fan of the buffalo. It doesn't matter if it's silver, doesn't matter if it's gold. Everyone seems to love the buffalo. It seems to be universally a loved coin, it seems, or round if we're talking about silver. But when it comes to the gold buffalo, would you like to see the US Mint start to release fractional gold buffaloes again? Would you go after one of the 10th ounce, quarter ounce, maybe half ounce gold buffalo if they were re-released and the premiums were right? Head on down to the comments. And while you're down in the comments, please let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. If you can actually leave me 2 comments, the first one being your response to the whole Bitcoin battle going on in Florida, which actually appears to have just ended. But 2, if you can leave me a secondary comment letting me know anything and everything related to everything that I shared in the second half of the video related to the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have a ton of different designs, t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs, which are up for grabs, as well as the limited edition DYDSS Christmas line, only available until Christmas. It's helping raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, so it's for a good cause. It's helping children with cancer. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Make sure to also go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. For every 3 friends you refer before the end of the month, you get a spin on the Webull wheel, where you're guaranteed at least 1 free share of Apple, with the possibility of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 free shares of Apple, each worth over $170 right now. Don't pass up on an opportunity. And again, for every 3 friends, you get a spin. If you refer 6, you get 2 spins. If you refer 9, you get 3. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Go get your free stocks. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the whole Bitcoin battle between Wright and Kleinman, what are your thoughts on that right there? Do you think that it deserved to be split right down the middle? Do you think Craig was in the right? Do you think he's actually Satoshi Nakamoto? Or do you think he's a fraud? And then, of course, in a separate comment, secondary comment, if you can let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic, mainly focusing on the buffalo, whether it be the silver buffalo, whether it be the gold buffalo, what are your thoughts on this beautiful piece of metal? Are you a fan of this particular piece of silver or particular piece of gold? Do you have any gold buffaloes? If so, I envy you, but head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.